Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Play It Right. This is Kenito Hanson with Diane Casillino, and guess what? For the first time, Diane and I will be joined by two co-hosts, and our featured guest is someone whom you've been waiting for a long, long time to appear on this show. Diane, our co-hosts are Jared Dillinger and Joe Vance, and our featured guest is none other than Justin Brownlee. They call him the import yardstick of the PBA from Barangay Ginebra. And
hey Justin, we didn't show the last
that was
time,
a nickname.
That's what I
and
call
you
him.
were
The
supposed to be
yardstick.
on it, but I don't know what happened, and so we had to do another show because you just had to be in it with these two guys.
Yep.
Oh, sorry about
okay,
that. Sorry about
before
that.
anything
Having the
else,
internet.
we want to ask JDV to welcome our fans watching this show, and then we'll ask JD to welcome our fans, and then we'll ask for an opening statement from Justin, and before that, from Diane Castillo as well. Okay, let's get the show on the road. JDV, please say hi to our fans.
Yes, I want to say thank you guys again for having me on the show. We had such a great episode. At least that's what I thought, in my opinion. Last time, we were all very sad and hurt that Justin did not make time for us last time. But now he has blessed us with his presence, so it's going to be a great day.
JD,
Dang, you said a lot of good stuff. Sup, Kambarga fans? Happy to have you guys here again. Philippine fans, international fans, what's up? Gonna have a cool show today. Yes, we are going to interview our main dude, JB. We're gonna be as nice as to him as we can, but
AKA the yardstick.
that's whatever Joe just said. But JB, welcome. We're happy to have you here, man.
and Diane, an opening statement from you.
Well, Justin, I
sorry.
mean, we had so many questions prepared for you the last time, and the fans just, had their own questions, and
Yeah, we broke the
and these two
internet
guys
last
said that
time.
we
We
needed
didn't
to
make
do
it.
it again. So we're super,
Yeah.
we're super excited that you're here. So I hope you're ready, and we're excited to hear from you.
And here he is, the one and only Justin Brownlee.
Hey, what's up to all the fans?
Woo, woo,
You
woo.
got-
Baby.
Thank you guys for having me on the show, though. I appreciate it, and I apologize. I had some internet problems the last guys we had the show, but I'm ready to do it. Let's get this interview started. Let's do it.
All right. JDV, fire the first question.
Okay. All right. So, and this is one thing that I've been meaning to ask you, Justin, and please be upfront and honest as much as possible. Okay. This is a two-part question. First part is this serious question. All right. Before Ginebra, okay. What country was your favorite country to play, and who was your favorite teammate outside of the Philippines? Okay, and then the second question is, who's your favorite teammate ever on Ginebra?
Well, of course, you, Joe. You know what I mean? I can't. You my favorite.
All right, baby, come on now. You know what I'm saying? I already knew you were gonna say that. I already knew you were gonna say that.
But honestly, with that question, man, I love all you guys. Man. I can't pick a favorite from Never, man. I love everybody. Everybody's my favorite
Besides
from
me.
Never.
Besides me.
Yeah, besides you, Joe, of course.
Okay. Okay.
But
how about favorite country and player outside of Ginebra?
favorite country, probably was Italy. I played in Italy for 1 year, or close to 1 year. I had some success there, but probably Italy, probably favorite country. I had some good food too in Italy. So yeah, probably Italy.
I love it.
Greatest teammate outside of the Philippines. Back to college too, or just pro?
Yeah, college too. College is good too.
Oh, that's a tough one, man. I can't. To be honest, you know what? When I played in the D, League, I played with Paul, man, and Paul is a really good teammate, man. He's a great leader, great chemistry guy.
Paul who?
The type of Paul
Paul Harris.
Harris.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
That's my
yeah.
God, man. Paul Harris
To
is
be
a
honest, yeah.
great human being.
Oh,
In
that's
the D
cool.
League back in I want to say 2012, I think we played together, 2011 or 12.
That's
Oh,
But
that's cool.
yeah,
I didn't
Paul
know
Harris,
that.
man, he's
he's
a
a good
great
person,
teammate.
man. You have a
Yeah,
conversation with Paul. He's a great person.
super inspiring for sure.
Yeah.
JD, your question.
Man, that was a great question. JB, we're gonna keep it, serious, and sometimes we're gonna keep it light. The fans, they know so much about you in terms of basketball. So let's get to know you outside of basketball a little bit. So,
Okay.
I got a 2-part question for you. Since Joe has a 2-part question, I got to make sure I get on his level too. So, my first part of my question is simple. Do you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Of course, man. Of course.
Yeah,
Who
right. Of
doesn't?
course. Kobe Bryant, he would eat PB and J's, right? That's just the
Oh
thing,
yeah.
right? Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, second part of the question would be if peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
That's a trick question. That's a trick question.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it
Yeah,
be called?
The people
I
want to
got
know.
one.
Can peanut be in it? That word peanut can't even be in it.
Hey,
Peanut spread or
I mean,
something? I don't
it's
know.
like toilet paper, man. If you need me, I roll out. It's your world. Whatever you want.
Yeah,
Whatever you
sky's the limit, Justin. Sky's the limit right now, Justin.
Peanut spread. That's the only thing I could think of. Like some type of spread, a peanut spread.
peanut spread.
I don't know.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Jay? What were you gonna say?
Anything you could have said, you gonna say peanut spread?
Okay, you give us an answer, JDB.
I would have said like cookie butter or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Cookie-
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
I thought you were
That
gonna.
ain't
That's not
bad.
that creative, to be honest. I thought it was gonna be something.
Cookie butter is delicious, JD. Have you ever had it?
Cookie butter?
Yeah.
Do these muscles look like I eat cookie butter?
I've never had it neither.
Huh?
I've never had it neither. I was just asking.
Oh.
JD, your turn for question.
Okay, JB.
Yeah.
So obviously you love coming back to the Philippines and to Ginebra. You had a great start before. We're in a pause right now. So tell us how you've been doing, what you've been doing, and what do you think it's gonna take Ginebra to stay with that good record right now that you have 3-1?
Well, getting these two guys right here back would definitely help. Keep that rhythm we have going. But I'm not sure. JD's probably not coming. But Joe, I think you coming back soon, right?
Yeah, hopefully I'll be back soon. That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. Well, hopefully, we can get Joe back, and later on JDV, not JDV, but JD come. But right now, I think we just gotta once the lockdown and stuff like that is over. I think if we just come back into practice, start working hard, keep our chemistry, and keep building it. I think we'll be okay. And
But
I'm sorry, what's the?
how tough
Go ahead.
is it? Like now that you're in a pause, like what have you been doing and how to be able to stay in shape and keep your sharpness and all that?
Oh, it's hard. It's difficult, but just been trying to do whatever I can. With the gyms not being able to hold our team practices, we could do individual workouts and home workouts and stuff like that. So just trying to do whatever I can. Been doing a lot of weight training and stuff like that. So just trying whatever I can to stay moving, stay in shape, to bike a lot.
Okay, my turn
Bike.
to ask a question, JD. Now you mentioned Paul Harris as one of your favorite teammates. You're up against Paul Harris now in this conference. He's playing for Phoenix, and he also sort of opened the door for you to get into the PBA. When he got injured, that opened an opportunity for you to play for Ginebra. With your close relationship with Paul Harris, and now Phoenix is going to be a major contender for this championship. How do you see yourself playing against Paul Harris and, well, you've already played against Mike Harris and the other imports. You're the import yardstick, but outside of you, who's the other import yardstick in the PBA this season?
I think yardstick. That's what the term is called. I think Paul is definitely there. You know, it's one of the imports that would be very deadly, and especially his experience when playoff time comes. So, and then you know with his teammates and the local guys he has, they very good. So, but it's a lot of other imports out there that's been doing really well too. Inlex, what's his name,
KJ
bro?
McDaniels.
KJ McDaniels. He been
Yeah.
killing it. You know, I've been definitely seeing him doing this thing. A few other guys as well, but I think it's a lot of good guys out there, and I think with this conference or this group of imports, it's a lot of experienced guys that I think that's going to show a lot in the playoffs. A lot of older and experienced guys, so it's
Do
gonna be
you
a,
think
it's
this
gonna be
is going
tough.
to be a wide open tournament? I mean, any team could win this championship.
It seemed like it. It's been a lot of close games and good games and teams beating each other. So it seemed like, you know, it's gonna be a close one. I think what was it? I think Talking Tex won the last bubble, and they're probably
Yeah.
one of the better out there. But I think they had a couple of losses early. So, you know, teams like that, and then you got teams like Alaska, Phoenix, who probably haven't had a lot of success in the past as far as winning championships and making deep runs. But it seemed like you know a lot of those younger guys have really come into themselves and playing really well.
Okay, JDV.
Um, all right, Justin, this is a a game question. Do you have a certain routine that you do on game day? Like in terms of like what do you eat for breakfast, lunch, even after the game? Like what's your day like during a game?
Uh, Pretty much during the game, I just try to make sure I eat pasta, some type of pasta, and that's really about it as far as meals. Like I try, I mean, I eat breakfast, but it could be different, you know, eggs, turkey bacon, something like that, chicken franks or whatever. But game day, I just try to listen to a lot of music. Music kind of relaxes me, so I try to listen to a lot of music from hip hop, R&B, or whatever.
Do you sleep in or wake up early?
Yeah, I mean, I sleep most of the day up into the game, but I probably wake up early and then probably sleep most of the day until probably like I'll say if I wake up at like 6 or 7, I'll probably go back to sleep around noon and then until we have to, you know, be there for the game, maybe 3 or 4.
Okay. All right. And then going into the game, then you get buckets. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to you know
Hey,
what I'm saying? Yardstick.
Man, you crazy, dog. You
JD,
crazy.
your question,
my question. Okay.
your turn.
Um. Cool. All right. All right,
Second
JP.
round.
I always wanted to ask great players like yourself this question. What would you consider on the court your strengths as well as your weaknesses? Do you think you have weaknesses? Or the answer could be no. I got no. It could be any answer you want to say, but I'm interested to know.
You can
What
be
we got?
honest too, Justin. If you don't think you have no weaknesses, just say it. All right, because the people
Nah,
need
I
to
ain't
know.
got. I have zero weaknesses, man. Nah,
Let's
I'm
not
joking.
get
I'm
Zero
joking.
weaknesses.
I'm
it's the
joking,
real
bro.
Yeah,
Justin,
we'll be
guys.
like, yeah, he right.
Nah,
Yeah, it's the real
I
Justin, guys.
think. What you say, Joe?
This the real Justin.
We're getting deep
Nah,
down the rabbit hole, folks. We want to know the real Jay.
Man, if anybody know, I think Joe probably would for sure know. You know, we would when it not one on one, but we went against each other a lot during practices. So I'm sure Joe knows. But me personally, I think,
broken
huh?
down. I got your whole game broken down by numbers, stats in my head.
Oh, okay, okay.
People to the left, you know what I'm saying? I already know, dog. You're at 30, you're at 32%. Two dribbles to the left, pull up.
Oh, okay.
I already know
Man. But you asked me this right, JD. Man, I feel like, to be honest, I feel like I have a lot of weaknesses that I try to work on every day. You know, and what are they? Man, for sure, defense.
He
I can
gets
always get
tired.
better.
Is that a weakness? He gets tired when he plays 48 minutes. I think that's his only weakness. He gets a cramp in his right calf a little bit. But
Yeah, cramping is for sure a weakness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For
That's
sure.
cramp.
It might be the cramps. We would have won that Dubai game, man. If Justin.
Oh man.
Remember that
Oh
one?
man, I remember that.
Dang it. Like,
oh man.
I think you airballed a couple shots, and we were all looking at each other.
Hold on. We don't gotta bring back everything that happened,
Oh, Jay,
man.
it was because of the cramp.
Just say we lost. Just say we lost and I cramp now.
Right?
Nah, you right though. I remember that though.
Normal JB don't airball. So when he does, we're like, oh man, something's wrong, fellas. Something's wrong with JB. You don't miss like that.
Somebody get just out. Turn over right after that.
Oh man.
Okay, Diane, it's your turn. Go, Diane.
Yeah, here's another question that a lot of fans have been asking. What is there any update or moving forward with your naturalization process? And is there any chance that one day you would suit up for the national team of the Philippines? How's that going? Because I heard it was, when was that? In 2018, I think there was like you started it, or is that moving or no?
2000. To be honest, I'm not sure. I think the pandemic slowed it down a whole lot, but I'm not sure. The last thing I heard about it, I think I needed to turn in a original copy of my birth certificate. So I think I gotta still do that, but that was before the pandemic happened, so a couple years ago. So I'm not sure, but it would be great, to suit up for this one day. It would be great.
Oh, okay. And in line with that question, would you consider retiring and living in the Philippines with a Filipina wife, maybe? That's a question, by the way, from any plans of settling down in the Philippines and have a family Filipina wife? That question was from one of our viewers, Edward Joseph.
I definitely considering settling down here in the Philippines. I love it here. The people showed me a lot of love here, the fans and everything, and I've met a lot of friends, made brothers here on my team and other teams as well. So it would be great. I would be very grateful, and it would be a blessed opportunity to be able to settle down here and hopefully get naturalized and everything. But having a wife, I'm not really at the stage right now trying to get into that right now. Maybe in the future, I don't know, but not right now.
Okay, my turn to ask a question. Too young. A couple of questions, actually, from our viewers on Twitter, from Darwin, Portugal. Would you be willing to accept a coaching job in the Philippines after you retire from active playing?
Sure. If Joe gets a head coaching job, I hopefully I can coach under him. That'll be great.
Okay.
No, but I love the basketball culture here.
Working side by side, huh?
Oh yeah. JD, you too. You can be on the staff too. What's up? Y'all gonna get it together?
I'll be there.
He could be our film guy.
He said Joe said he could be what?
Our film guy.
I could just imagine your team meetings if the three of you were together.
Just hold the camera up. They be like this. Just hold it up.
It will be right at.
Just hold it up, JD.
Okay,
Like that? Is that it? Like that?
Here's another question from Kenneth Facun, also one of our viewers.
Kenneth
And
Farid?
he asks, what makes JB return to the Philippines? This is your 8th conference. You've won 4 championships in the PBA. What does he like especially about the PBA and the Philippines, and what makes him think that the Filipino fans are very special?
Well, the answer both for the questions, I guess in one way, is just the love that they have for the game here in the Philippines. For me, it's like no other. I played in, of course, I'm from the U.S., but I played in Europe, the Middle East. Haven't really played in China or anything like that. I played there, but not, in the country in the league. But the love here that the fans show and that the people have for basketball is just I never seen it before, and I truly love basketball, and the way that they embrace me and
Wow.
my team. It's one of the greatest teams I ever been a part of, coached by one of the greatest coaches probably ever in basketball, I think. So just with all that coming together and with the way the whole San Miguel group treats me from Boss RSA to Boss Al, it's a blessing for me. It's a dream come true. To be a part of like this.
Okay, before we turn you back to JDV for his question, one question, JB, can you tell us what's the best gift ever you've received from a fan?
Ooh, the best gift, man.
Or best
That's a tough.
compliment. What's something a fan ever told you that you remember
Or
forever?
maybe a
Maybe.
portrait of you, or something that a
Well,
fan
it was this
remember?
diehard fan. I think his name was Marvin. Marvin.
Oh yeah, Marvin. I think
He got
Marvin or something like that.
yeah, yeah. He had a tattoo on his arm. It
Mhm.
was me and a few other
Oh
guys as
wow.
well. He got the tattoo, so that was really I ain't nobody never tattooed, not even a girlfriend ever had a nothing tattooed me on their stuff. So man, I mean,
No,
it
that
just showed how much of a fan he was. But that was pretty special, to be honest, just to see, how big of a fan he is and how he's dedicated to not only, me, but just the team and, basketball.
you don't have
Okay,
that. That's your
JDV,
first one.
your turn.
That's your first one. That's your
Huh?
first tattoo. That's your first tattoo of yourself.
No, I didn't get it. The guy,
Oh, I got plenty of those. I got plenty of
Yeah,
those.
that's
Your
cute.
You too,
fan.
you
right?
say what, Joe?
Just one, huh? You're just one person, huh? That's what Joe's trying
Yeah,
to say.
Justin just got one person with a
He
tattoo
just
with
has
him.
one. Man, that's
Yeah,
cute, man.
yeah,
Man,
man. That's
Hey,
cute,
just
Justin.
hey,
one.
I ain't big time. I don't have, YouTube channels and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Only one for me.
No, all right, Justin. If I can ask, where would you rank Coach Tim and all the coaches that you have been with in your career? All over the world. Where would you rank them in terms of coaches?
That's a good
Man,
question.
he's the number one coach that I ever, played for. He's number one. And
Yeah,
the reason why I say that is because it's almost like I come to practice, every day and I can learn something, even if it's something just very small, something that's just like a detail or, when I first got here, it was, I was just kind of overwhelmed with all the stuff that we was learning. I just remember the little detail stuff he would teach, especially in the triangle, but
yeah,
even like the little stuff from how you get back on defense correctly as a team, to how you
right.
defend somebody on the ball. You know how he teaches us the what is it, the piston?
Yeah,
Is
Pistons
it the
drill.
piston drill? So all
Right.
those things, he helped me as a player. I mean, so much to where it's like, man, he almost made me into who I am now. As a
Yeah.
player. But and also just life lessons. He's teaching daily, giving you different quotes, and sometimes it's not even from him. It's a quote that, most of the time it's a quote that he's probably studying the game, studying different coaches, and he just give them to her. You know what I'm saying? And then he explained it the way how he probably did and whatever. But it's just every day, man. It's like you're learning something new with him. So
for sure.
and then he pushes you as well in practice,
Nice,
challenges.
Coach Tim.
Yeah.
JD, your turn.
Okay. That was a great
He's
question.
not prepared. He's not prepared. When somebody looks up in the sky like that and then says, then they're not prepared. This is a question.
Yes, I'm prepared.
Go say it. Say the question. Go ahead.
Yeah, Justin. Okay. Again, it's one of these questions where no one could really guard you in our league. Let's just get that down before I ask this question. But who would you say top 3 guys off the top of your head that would give you the most type of stress, I guess? I wouldn't say no one's locking you up. Huh?
Played him the best.
Played you the best. And, mind you, fans and everyone, I guarded Justin 7-game series in Philippine Sports Arena when we had 55,000 people. I had to guard him the whole time, and we went to game 7.
Wow.
But Jay, but in all jokes aside, who would you say gave you the most nuisance?
You averaged 50 that series, I believe.
Stop it, Joe. Stop it.
Guys, I was cramping in my right calf the whole series. All right.
Oh
Hold
my
on
God.
a second.
Were you coming back from an injury that year or?
Was I? Probably.
No, he was not. No, he wasn't. No. He was perfect.
All right.
To be honest, man, from you and Hodge, always gave me, a tough time. You guys are physical, you quick and fast, you have good size, So I think you and Hodge for sure. I mean, we played you guys a lot, so of course,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna remember those. You and Hodge for sure up there, and then De La Rosa from Star, he played me pretty tough.
Yeah,
pretty tough, very physical.
Yeah.
Man, Pingers, I remember playing him like when I first got here. His last couple years, he really didn't guard me too much. But when I first got here in 16, I remember he guarded me pretty tough as well. Man. Samurai. Sorry if I say it wrong.
Listening, Spaz boys, Spaz. I call you guys Spazzes.
Yeah,
it's bad. I mean, he plays hard. He plays hard like every possession. So I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that.
That would be David or Tony, or both.
Probably Tony.
Probably
I
Tony.
think it was Tony.
For Talking Text, he played. Yeah, both of them play for Talking Text. Huh?
I don't know which one is which. To be honest, I don't.
The one that's more like a guard or a wing.
It was Tony for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, that's an impressive list. Diane, your question.
Okay, my turn. So, Justin, what would you say are the qualities that make best teammates for you? And would these 2 guys qualify? And what would be their best qualities that make them good teammates? But the first question first.
The first question is, I'm sorry, what did you say?
What makes the best teammates for you? Like, what qualities do you look for in teammates that make you really do your best and come out shining in the game? And do these 2 guys have it? Would you consider them really good teammates?
You mean JDV and JD? Wow, that's a tough question.
I think being a good teammate, it's all about sacrificing. Sometimes you may not play your best. You may not play the most minutes. You may not be the star player. You may not be. Sometimes you may be the star player. You have to make sacrifices. Maybe when you're tired, or when you're hurting and you got to perform at a high level, or whatever. And I think, to be honest, these 2 guys, especially Joe. I've been teammates with him longer, but I seen him make sacrifices since I've been here. I can remember, when I first got here, I think um, his son was and he was there, and then he made the sacrifices to leave the hospital and come right to the game.
Yeah.
Or when he's
Mm.
injured and he's been playing through injuries, he's been making sacrifices. And with he came to a Nebra. He's been starting and playing ton of minutes his whole career, winning championships. But he came to a Nebra, and he probably wasn't playing as much at first, but then I remember it was in the final last the last finals we played in, and he came in one game and hit some big shots. And even though he wasn't playing, he made sacrifices to keep working hard, keep positive, vibe to come this, and talking to the team, always motivating guys, especially having with the young guys. So I think that's very important when you can have a team of guys willing to sacrifice for each other and still have that common goal is winning a championship rather than just being self-centered on yourself.
Mhm.
Preach.
Same
Facts.
thing.
That was very
Okay,
well.
my turn
Very
to
nice.
ask a question.
That was very nice. I don't know what to say. That was lovely, man.
Yeah.
JB, I want to ask you this question because it's your first time to be playing with Christian. And
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
yeah, it's the first time you're playing with Christian. And
Oh, okay.
a lot of the fans, a lot of the sports writers, sports commentators are saying that Ginebra now has a three-headed monster. You've got Japet playing 5, Christian playing 4, and you playing 3. Out of all the different combinations and lineups that you've played for at Ginebra, how special is this team right now with Japet playing 5, Christian playing 4, and you playing 3, and still playing with guys like LA Tenorio and JDV and JD?
Man, I think it can be very special. I don't think we quite figured it out yet. I think we still have a lot of work to, get the chemistry and the rhythm down with each other. But I think we could be very deadly, when you got guys that can dominate on the inside like Japin and Christian, rebounding, rolling to the basket, cutting to the basket, and just being there and causing havoc. I think it can be very deadly. But you add in guys, with JD Joe, and then you got guys shooting the ball on the wing, LA, and Scotty flashing in there. These guys, I think we could be very special. But we just got to keep building on it and keep really working hard on trying to get our rhythm and our chemistry down together.
JB, we know that you're from St. John's University, a lot of great players out of that school. Can you tell us your favorite St. John's players? And there have been many. Chris Mullen. There was a guy named Mel Killer Davis who played at
Oh
St.
yeah,
John's many, many years ago. Came over to the Philippines and played here with an NBA All-Star selection. Bill Wennington, who played with Jordan. Mark Jackson, who now does commentary. Met the world peace. Ron Artest
yeah,
played St.
yeah,
John's. Jason Williams, I mean the big guy, not the guard, but all
yeah,
those.
yeah.
Can you tell us who your favorite St. John's players are?
Uh, I never really thought about that, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
But of course, you said some of the best players that ever played. So out of the ones that you just said, I would probably I would probably go with Metal World Peace. Metal World
Wow.
Peace run up there.
Uh-huh.
He won a championship with Kobe and the Lakers, so I'll probably go with Run Artest.
Okay. JDV, your turn.
Yeah, this is not really a question. It's just more of a remark towards Justin. Uh, I would probably say Justin is one of my, if not the best import that I've played with. Not just because he's so talented. And Justin, I'm not saying this for you to feel all happy about yourself and all that. I want the fans, okay? So it has nothing
Okay.
to do with you. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, Justin is one of the nicest just people that I know in this world, and in terms of like naturalizing him and all that kind of stuff, like I don't think there's been another import that has cared as much as Justin for the Filipino people. He's had
Wow, that's so
he's
nice to say.
Yeah.
yeah,
What a
and I
compliment.
really mean this. Like he's donated. He buys things for people that he doesn't know. He charity events, and these are things that maybe other imports would think of it as a hassle or like, oh, I don't want to do this. But with Justin, he's not like that, and just being his teammate has been just it's just been nice to be able to battle with a player like him. Like it's real. We communicate. Me and Justin communicate so well when we're on the court together. You know what I mean? Like people don't realize the chemistry that me and Justin have. Like and like I said, he's just one of the best imports that I've ever played with, and it's truly an honor, Justin. Okay, now this is for you, Justin. This is truly an honor, Justin, to have played basketball with you. Okay, thank you, Justin.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah, I
really
appreciate
nice.
that, Joe,
Really nice.
man.
So that's
I
Uh,
appreciate
great.
that.
Justin, what's your reaction to that statement from JDD?
Man, don't leave me speechless, Joe, man. No, but I can really say the same thing about Joe. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate the remarks, and I can say the same thing about him. He's been a great teammate, a great, role model, somebody that I truly look up to, and not only on the court. I look up to him, the father that he is, the husband that he is, stuff like that, and how he interact with his kids. It's special to me, and it's something that I learned from, and still learn from. So just as great as you think I am, man, I think you're just as great or even greater. Seriously.
Oh man, thanks,
That's
Justin.
That's
nice.
awesome,
Give
man.
you one of these. Give you one of these.
Oh,
JD,
Sweet,
JD, your
sweet.
turn. I remember
Oh,
JD. I remember JD. But in our last interview, you mentioned that
oh,
if you were to play for the Philippine team in the EASL and you had a chance to choose your two imports, you would choose Justin Brownlee and Alan Durham.
Mhm.
that's very
Um,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's spot on, Sir Canito. Um, but we're gonna diverge away from that a little bit, and we're gonna just keep
Okay.
talking about Joe and Justin here, because like
Oh,
I just want to add on to the feeling trains, you guys. Like
oh,
first,
okay.
first and foremost, Joe, when you talk about how you have a great connection with Justin, you have a great connection with everyone. You are probably the easiest player to play with. Like I'm sure everyone says that. Like any person that will be connected to you, you make it so easy in terms of connection, basketball IQ. I've never seen anything like that. Like you could honestly play with anyone and you make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. Thank you, JD. That means a lot.
I'm just speaking facts right now, fellas. You guys are
Yeah.
making me in my feelings with
You
all
guys are
these.
making me all emotional, man. Is everybody getting emotional right now?
Yeah.
No,
I'm getting emotional. I'm getting really sentimental.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And see, like with JB,
Your
I got
admiration
the
here.
chance to be on both sides, playing with JB and against him at the highest level. And when Joe was talking about Justin, about how he's the nicest guy in the world, and it's true, and it's so hard sometimes because Justin Jay, he's a cold killer on the court, and one of the top killers you'd ever see, right? And most killers, at least that I would have been around with and experienced, they aren't as nice off the court as
That's the
like
attitude.
usually when you're a cold hard killer on the court, it kind of resonates and you're kind of the same person more or less. And with Justin, it's like I've never seen anything like that. Nicest, most humble. Like he will treat everyone the same, whether you're the janitor or you're the president, and he respects everyone. And Joe, I tell you this every day. inspired to be like you all the time, man. And everyone talks about you in the highest, utmost fashion. JB, man, I'm honestly honored that I got to play with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to keep this train going, like, just to be around your skill set and your IQ. It's really fun to watch and to play a part of. So that's about all I got to say about that, fellas.
That's very nice.
JB, I can feel the love, JB. I can
Yeah,
feel
you
it.
know, and there's
We
a
want
lot
you
of
to
love going on right now
Yeah.
in this video meeting. You know what I mean?
We
It's a
do.
lot of love right now.
That's what
You
we
know
do.
what, JD? You know what? I'm gonna say something nice to you, JD. Like, people don't know this, but you know, me and JD, we came into the league kind of the same time. I'm a little
Mhm.
bit older, right? But I mean, from the first time he came into the league, he had that name, he had that prestige about him, and we've been battling ever since. And we had that whole Morocco and everything, and yeah, it was. I don't want to say it was staged or anything like that because we were really trying to go at each other, but we did, but we did hype it and stuff. Um, but there were times we had plenty of conversations before he got on Ginebra about like, man, it would be so nice if we were to play with each other. Like, man, please, like, try. You know what I mean? And it was just one thing that we were just throwing out there, and then next thing you know, a year or two later, he's on the team. You know what I mean? So it just kind of it just goes to show the perseverance that everything that JD had to battle through to get to where he's at now is something beautiful, and uh we're like the bestest friends right now. We're like brothers, you know what I mean? We're like step brothers because we always fight. Uh, but
Fair.
Diane and Kenito, I don't want to leave you guys out too. Both you guys, you look very pretty today, Diane and Kenito. You look very handsome. Okay, so just so you guys can get some love too. All right.
Okay,
What about it?
They say that during
appreciate it.
it's really
Diane.
no, I was just gonna say that during these tough times that everybody's living in, it really it really helps to just show appreciation for each other. It just does so much to one's day. You don't know what people are going through the day, but definitely you guys have lifted each other up, and it's so nice to see this bond and this sentimental, emotional side to you guys who are
I
always just
know.
We
laughing it
show
up.
everything. We're good.
Yeah.
We're
Amazing,
chameleon.
amazing.
We have
You
the
Put it
full
all out.
My last question for JB is, it's the new year. I don't know if you're that type of a guy, but have you set can you share with us some of your 2022 goals?
Is
Aside
that
from
for me? I'm sorry. Or
share
JD? Or
some of your 2022 goals.
For
Goals
JB.
for
For
JB.
JB.
oh JD. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Aside championship, I'm sure that would be one of it.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. To win a championship. But to be honest, I don't really have any.
Oh,
I try to stay open, just go with the flow. As far as New Year's resolutions go, but I don't know. It's just to get better every day in basketball and just trying to keep forward and progressing rather than going backwards.
getting
Just try
better.
to.
That's good. Get it. I like that.
Okay, my last question to you, JB, and before we wrap up this really nice and fun episode is, and I asked this question to JDV and JD in the previous episode, if there would be one rule you'd like to change in basketball, what would it be? Now, JDV mentioned his suggestion would be to move up the height of the basketball goal from 10 feet to 11 feet to make it
Who
harder for
said
you
that?
guys to pop.
I
Okay?
did. To eat
Why,
up,
Joe?
Joe
That was
Dirt.
that was JDV's
eat up
suggestion.
everything. It's not
Yeah.
fair that people can jump really high, Justin.
Okay, okay.
Black and
That's cool.
JD's suggestion was to add a 4-point shot at midcourt.
I
That
like
would be
I like
like a
that.
dramatic game-changing shot. If you needed to win a game and then you hit a half-court shot, that would count for 4 points. Okay, that would be JD's suggestion. What about you, JB? What suggestion would you like to make for
Uh,
basketball?
well, now that I'm getting older, it would be nice if we played half court.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, nah, I'm joking. Nah, oh man, I don't know. That's a tough one, man.
Well, what about a no foul out rule? I mean, you could, you can
And
get
then
6.
people just be fighting and hacking all day, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, Raymond would never foul out ever. I hope Raymond, you're watching this, Ray. You're my boy. Foul me all the time, though, man.
Yeah.
See, JB's
Oh my
laughing.
god.
JB's laughing because it's true.
Oh my god. Yo, you crazy. Oh man. Oh
Can you
man.
think of a rule, JB?
I can't even think of one. They said the good
No?
one, but that 4 point play would be nice though.
Yeah, they-
4-point play, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And
That
Joe's
would be
idea
nice.
was stupid.
Yeah. Well, guys, well,
Thank you.
Diane and I want to thank you a lot. JDV and JD, for the first time ever, we brought in co-hosts, and you guys are the best.
Yes.
Oh,
JD,
thank you.
We get that all the
I
time.
think of all of our guests, I mean, you're really special. The things that we learned about you today and the things that we heard from JDV and JD about the love that they have for you, it just tugs at the heartstrings. And I want to thank you personally, on behalf of Diane, JDV, and JD, for your coming on board as co-hosts, and of course JB for taking time to be our featured guest. And before we go, just a last statement from JDV, from JD, from Diane, and JB. So JDV, your last statement, please.
Okay, I'll go first, guys. Okay, well, like I said before, I want to thank you guys for having me on. And like Diane was saying, it is always good to go through these tough times and hearing good things about yourself. So um, try to make a positive impact if you can on somebody's life, even if it's just one person a day, even if it's just as simple as saying hello, how are you? That can make somebody a random stranger's day. So be as positive as you can be, spread positivity, and be safe, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, JDV. JD?
Yeah, you guys, just to all the people watching, Kalbar Guy fans, PBA fans, just to add on to Joe, just keep things simple. If you are a good person, you pay it forward, you do good things happen to you. And I'm a really big believer in that. And of course, we're going through some struggles right now, but that's part of life. There's always going to be struggles and ups and downs, and it's really about how you handle it with what life is all about. Just so stay positive. Thank you guys for watching. Justin, thanks for being so cool with all these questions we threw on you today, man. You're real cool with it, man, as always. And thank you, Sir Canito and Diane for having us. It's always a pleasure getting to talk. Like, we love talking, me and JD. So anytime we got a chance to talk you guys' ear off, we're gonna do it. So
Well, JB, a final word from you, from Justin Brownlee, the import yardstick.
Just want to say thank you guys for having me, man. I had a blast. It was fun answering the questions. Joe and JD, man, thank you guys, man. And to all the fans out there, thank you always for your support. And just remember to stay safe. I know it's a tough time right now, but I think if we all stay together and make sure we, stick to the protocols and everything will be fine. Thank you guys.
Diane? Diane, you're on mute.
I just wanted to thank the three of you for brightening up one of our Play It Right episodes. And just thank you for coming to the Philippines, choosing to stay here, and just being solid people that you are on and off the court. Thanks for allowing us to get to know you better. And I'm sure the fans have loved it. And just like every Ginebra fan would say, can't wait to see you back on court.
Thanks again. Thanks, JDV. Thanks, JD. Thanks, JB. Thanks, Diane. And this is Kinito Hansen saying thank you to all of you for staying with us and watching us on Play It Right TV. This is Kinito Hansen.
And I'm Diane Castillo, and we're here to always say it together.
Gotta play it right.
Play it right. Play it right. Play it right.
Bye,
Play it
guys.
right. Play it right. Play it tight.
Play it right.